Hey guys, it's Stephen Hill at Jaguar Land Rover West Houston, and you're on the lot with Stephen Hill. Check it out. Alright guys, so here's my very first 2021 Land Rover Discovery. It's a HSE, and it's an R-Dynamic with the skirting on the front. It's a little more aggressive look. The Discoveries have been slow to come in because they slowed down production of the Discovery because it's built on the same production line as the Defender. So the Defenders kind of took dominance over that production line. But we're back up and running, making Discoveries again as well. And this is a gorgeous one. This is Yulong White, so it's more of a metallic muted white. It's got the black pack on it, so you can see the black letters and blacked out grille. I haven't read the size of the tires, they look great, but these are 285/40 R22s. Take you on the sun side. What's really cool about the headlights. They have a graphic headlight with the LEDs in there. What's really cool about the 2021s, everything's now getting these awesome 360 cameras. You can see kind of the camera under the mirror, but it's better than what we had before, and I'll show you that in a second when I jump on the inside of the car. This one's got the black roof, as well as the tow pack on the back of it. P360. That's new badging, I've not seen that before. And you can see the roof line, it's raised in the back, a little more headroom with the skylight, and you have the sunroof up top. So there's the outside. Let's go ahead and check the inside of the car. So keyless entry just like before, blind spot. Has the ebony interior. This is a little new, this is texturized, a lot like the Velar was. It's soft touch as well when you feel it, and you have the double needle stitching. Has the Meridian surround sound system, memory seats. A lot of these controls are the same. It's got the HSE seats that look like they've been at the gym throughout all the coronavirus, working out through the whole thing. Looks good, looks nice and comfy. Try them out here in a second. There's your forward sunroof. Aft back here. It seems bigger. I'll have to look at one of the other ones. Check it out. Get these anchor points in the back, which are pretty nice. You can put different accessories and charge points. More charge points underneath. Let's jump in the front seat and check it out. R-Dynamic badging, sport pedals. I really like the texture throughout. Looks good. And they totally changed the shifter. So let me start it up. Foot on the brake. Start it up. So you have your hidden compartment under here with the charge point in the front. That's new. And that one's actually active. Cup holders. They don't think we should have cup holders, so they always cover them. This is how you're going to change your terrain. So if you rotate this around, it'll show us up here. Where's it going to be? You get grass, gravel, snow, mud ruts, sand, rock crawl, wading. I usually leave it in comfort right there. You've got an eco as well. When you're done playing with that, you can push this down. That's going to be your hill descent and also your low range. This one's actually got low range, so a high and low range transfer case. There we go. And then this is all Pivi Pro, which is new, so it's a bigger screen. New operating system, so we had Touch, Touch Pro, Touch Pro Duo. This is Pivi Pro. And I don't know what this button's for, I'm gonna push it. There you go. A little bit of storage. It's a little bit deeper than last year. So it goes to about the middle of my hand. There, pretty deep. And it looks like there's a little light up there. And this closes back up, it's a little hidden compartment. And then I was looking for the button to raise and lower the vehicle because it used to be in here. It actually is on this screen. So you can actually push normal right here, so the car's raising. And then you have off-road. It looks like there's two different settings for off-road. So off-road and off-road 2. I'm gonna take her all the way up and I'll break the video and jump outside and just see what it looks like out there. So hang tight, let me break the video here. All right, so I've got her in off-road 2, which is the highest setting. Looks pretty good. This is gonna get you through almost 2 feet, actually almost 3 feet of water. So I think it's 35.6 inches, and I'll have to read up to see if it got any more capability for its wading depth. I actually like it all the way up. You could ride at this height up to 55 miles an hour. Once you reach 55 miles an hour, it's going to lower back down to your normal ride height. All right, let me jump back in. All right, I'm going to leave it up. So you have the full digital screen in front of us, but it's a little different now. These are the same controls that we see on the Defender, but you're going to push the little center button, and there's a lot less that you do over here because most of the stuff that you interact with the car is going to be over here on Pivy Pro. So basically you have your vehicle, your media, so you can change source, AM, FM, that kind of stuff. No CD player, guys, sorry. You can go into your display and set up what you want to see on the info panel. A lot of times I like the media in the middle, or some people like the map. I'll show you what it looks like with the map. Going up again. So you can put a little map in the middle there. I like to do the media, so you can see what you're listening to. Generally, I'm just going to work or back home, so that's pretty easy. You know how to do that. And then you also have your layout, where you can actually go to a single dial right here, which is pretty handy because you can actually look at the map and you can look at the radio. So you get both. And then some people like it to be with the layout, like the full map. Maybe you're getting really close and you just want to really focus on not missing that turn. You get the full map right there, and all of the critical information is either above or below that screen, which is pretty cool. Let me change it back to the way I like it. Layout, 2 dials, and back up out of the menu. There you go. And then you also have your volume, which is just a scroll wheel right here, and you have a lane keep assist. And then this one has adaptive cruise control, so a bigger gap right here or a smaller gap right here between you and the car in front of you, heated steering wheel, cruise control functions. You do have your paddle shifters for upshift and downshift, and you need the vehicle to be in sport mode for that. Everything else looks the same, like your headlights and your blinkers operations are the same. All right, I'm gonna break the video here, hold on. All right, really quick on the Pivy Pro, I'll go over some of the stuff with you. Still learning, it's kind of new to me, but you have your nav, your phone, and your media, and these are just quick pushes of a button. Just tap navigation. You can bring up, usually comes up like this, where you can bring up the address that you want to go to, or you can just close that down and pinch and swipe, move around, look for where you're going. You also have the phone where you can pair your phone. It's going to ask me to pair my device. And you also have your media, which you have your choices. You can choose where the source is coming from. So either your Bluetooth, satellite radio, FM, or AM, just like that. And then you have the vehicle settings here, which we're raising and lowering. On here you have your auto brake hold. You can turn the stop start off or on. It does come on every time you start the car, so you can't override it every time. And your dynamic stability control is on. Currently you can deactivate that if you're in some sloppy situations. You want the wheels to spin freely. But that's kind of your basics, and then you have all of the little icons. So these are all the places you can go. I'm going to check out the seats. This one might have, let's go front. Yeah, so it's air conditioned seats. It's 3 levels of cold. On a cold day, you go to 3 levels of hot. Turn it off. That's the back seat. Pretty neat. Back to my icons. You have your climate settings. So you choose where the air blows. Front and rear, set their temperatures. These little dials on the front are how you adjust the temperature here, so take this up to maybe 70. There we go. And you can do the back seats as well. And you can also check the air quality. So it's showing you the parts per million particles. And so your exterior is at a yellow right now, interior is at a green. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. And back to climate front. I think it'll be the same thing. Yeah. And real quick, I'm really excited about the cameras, so check this out, guys. So you see the representation of the car to our right. Say you want to check the other side of the car out, you can hit the little button and you can check out what's around you. See, I'm turning my wheel here. And it's actually representing the wheel as it's moving outside the car. So you don't want to curve the wheels. You can look up really close and see what's going on there. If I open the door, it's going to show that the door is open over here. And then when I close it, there you go. Pretty neat. And then if you want to see down low behind you, you can see, oh, that's wide. That's down low right behind you. So it's toggling. Or maybe I want to look at the front of the vehicle or rotate around. This is very, very helpful when you're parking or maneuvering around tight spaces, guys. All right, and that's currently in military time, so they haven't switched it over. So you can actually hit the gears, and you can hit, let's do all. Okay, somebody was in Bluetooth, so let me get out of there. So I'm going to go to General and see time and date right here. I'm going to go 12 hour. And in England, they actually work from the smallest unit, which is a day, to a bigger unit, which is a month, and a larger unit, which is a year. But in the US, we do ours a little differently. We do the month, then the day, then the year. This will make more sense to you when you're seeing that it's 3/30/21 versus 33/21. There you go. Whoever gets this car will thank me, or not. And then you also have your vehicle information, so your safety, security, exterior lights, convenience. Some vehicle access is kind of cool. You can actually have auto access height. So when I shut the car down, it's going to lower the car to its access height. And on the gear shift paddles, I like it to where you can only paddle shift in sport mode. Because if you're in drive and you catch one of these paddles by accident, the car goes into a manual shifting mode. And that's not fun if you don't know how to get it out of that. So we'll leave it like it is now. But lots of switches you can turn on and off. Lots of options you can pick and choose on the car. All under the settings gear right there. All right, volume controls here. Shifting the car into drive, there's a little button on the front you have to squeeze like that. So you just squeeze and pull down, that's drive. You can see that or not. Squeeze and push up, that's reverse. You can get it into neutral if you just kind of push it gently. If you pull hard, that's drive, reverse, neutral, and then park right there. And then again, your drive settings here, you pop these up. You can change your drive settings. So you can see comfort, eco. Let's pop up again. So you have comfort, eco, grass, gravel, snow, mud, ruts, sand, rock crawl. Waiting. I'm gonna put it back into comfort and push it back down into auto. All right, under the armrest, you've got your USB-C and USB. You can interact with your Apple CarPlay that way. And then this one's got a cooler, and it is cold. It's got ice forming on the outsides of the cooler. It runs as long as your engine's running. Once you turn it off, it has an insulated lid, but does not cool with the car turned off. And over here, there's your glove box with the old school charge plug there. And you should have your lower glove box down here with our state inspection. Thank you, Mr. PDI person, for doing the state inspection. And then you have your flat tire, dead battery out of gas, non-life threatening, and police fire. Guys, if you ever get into a Range Rover and that's not turned red, that means they haven't set up the system yet. You need to open this one, hold this button down. It's gonna flash. Your finger gets tired, but it eventually will flash slow. Once it's flashing slow a few times, you can actually let go. It'll keep flashing. And when it goes out, it's still going. There we go, we went out. This one's red now. Very important. Whoever PDIs these cars should do that, but they sometimes don't. And if you look, there's no SIM card anymore. So they have eSIMs or electronic SIM cards. So we don't need a physical SIM card anymore, which is very handy for me as a salesperson, because I'm not running around looking for SIM cards to put in the car when they forget to put them in there when they PD out of the car, or when they just don't have one. All right, let me jump in the back seat. All right, it's pretty high off the ground, but I'll figure out how to make it up here. This is stadium seating, so the back seat is higher than the front seat, and also the third row is higher than the second row. So you can actually feel the movement and motion that you're seeing and feeling. You don't get car sick. Looks like there's an opening here. There I think would be an air vent, but it's not. It's just like a storage place. I'll have to read up on that. And you have the same texturization on the doors. Little handle to help you get in and out or to reposition yourself. Tons of charging options back here. Looks like it's 4-zone climate, so I could actually control the climate myself back here if given access. And looks like a 5-volt charging outlet, like USB. These are hard anchor points for accessories like jacket or purse holders, iPad holders. Seats look great. Big opening, big opening. And it looks like you have your armrest here with cup holders, and then also your fold down. I tell people this is a great pass through, so if you have puppies, they can run back and forth from the front of the car to the back of the car. But I kind of like that. And then the seats do recline a little bit, so if I pull the lever on my left hip, oh, this was power. I can actually recline with power. I'll show you that now. That's pretty cool. You have a power recline right there. And then this one has power for the seats too, so let's see how that works. I'll have to fold the seats down and the back one's up. I'm gonna do that. It's got a lot of stuff back there. All right, let me show you the back. It's gonna be a hot mess, I can tell already. All right, so they've moved the button a little to the left for this year. So the button to open your tailgate's right here, between the S and the C, a little bit closer to the S. You just push it, your tailgate opens. Kind of creates a little bit of an umbrella. See those little points right there? That's where the water is gonna just drip off, right over here in the corner on the ground. And then you've got your internal tailgate, keeps your cargo from falling out. And you push the little button right here. Tailgate folds down. I can't jump that high. I don't know if you see how high up that is to jump up on the tailgate. Maybe used to. But you can actually lower the car right here. Of course, actually getting lower. Turn that or not. That's pretty cool. And I can easily just walk up and sit on the tailgate. And then you've got carpeted mats right here, some cleaners, license plate brackets. I wonder why there's 2 of them. 2 license plate brackets. I guess they never installed the one on the back of the car. And you've got your rubber cargo liner. You got the cargo cover. And then you've got the third rows right here that folds up electrically. But if the cargo cover's in here, it's not going to go anywhere. You do have some rear air vents back here, which are pretty nice. And if you see the seat belts, you know it's got a third row. All right, guys, I'm not going to dwell on the back too much, but lots of space. Has a third row. You fit real people back here. Has towing. Finally have a Discovery in stock. Haven't had one for months. So, guys, this one won't last long. It actually is available right now. Had a deposit on it, but the people didn't like the black interior. Don't know what color they would have preferred, but all I know is it's available right now. Give me a call, 832-724-0244. You're on the lot with Stephen Hill. All right, bonus material. Everybody wants to see the window sticker, so it's a Discovery Aerodynamic HSE, Yulong White with ebony Windsor leather interior. Some of your standard features is showing you the horsepower, 355 horsepower, 6-cylinder supercharged, 369 foot-pounds of torque, 8-speed ZF. Some standard comfort and convenience features. 700-watt sound system, that's good. Some of the safety and driving aids, blind spot, lane keep, 360 camera. And then some of your optional equipment. So the cold climate pack, hot climate pack, black roof, Yulong White, tow hitch. I didn't show you the wireless charger, but it's underneath the radio center stack. Ebony interior, emergency pack, wheel protection pack with the chrome locks. Msrp of this car is $75,510, and you've got your fuel economies and where it was built in Nitra, Slovakia, same place as the Defenders. It's a British-made automobile and it's using the ZF transmission, best in the world. Thanks, guys.